Hey, hello America. How's everyone doing today? What's going on? Today is April 14th, 2023. My name is Michael Tomlinson, and I am an Americanteer. Happy to be here. It's a beautiful day outside. It's sunny, but it looks windy too. So sometimes the wind will just be a buzzkill on the sunny day. So I just haven't ventured out yet. I will here in a little while and take care of a couple of things. But it looks like a beautiful day all in all. Hope you're having a beautiful day too. There's so many different things to mention right now that I just kind of get lost in myself a little bit here, because I know yesterday I was talking about not about people's perspectives, but just being overly judgmental, and that's just a horrible way to go. So, and I'll say that again. It's just really hateful, because it really is just a bandwagon, saying we are against, and when we should be doing the same kind of thing, but maybe we say we are for. This is what we want. This is what we're about, and this is what we want to create in order to build a new America. Saving factors in there. So we already have a game plan. I think what it comes down to is from sometimes when I'm talking to people one-on-one, and they'll come right out of the gate kind of contradicted me. I mean, I just say two sentences and they're already nitpicking things in that two sentence that I said to contradict me or to contrast me, or to say, something about it. And that is just an icebreaker, two sentences. I'm just want to open up for dialogue. I don't want to argue, or defend, what I just said and how I said it in order to create a dialogue. That's not the kind of dialogue I was trying to start. But that's when I know people are not down about change. They don't want to talk about change. And so they'll just start to contradict me, and right out of the gate, on everything I say, and to justify to themselves that, either, they don't want to participate in change, or they know more than me somehow in some crazy way, or it's just false pride, ego. I mean, simple things like that, narcissism, so it's hard for me to judge, other than that, and that's when I can tell, okay, this person will agree and talk about like change in their own way, but they're not really talking about change. They're just talking about, things that are going to mess around with other Americans, and that to them, that is change. That's not going to affect them, so, and I always kind of come back around and say, well, I think everything affects everyone. And that's just my thinking. I mean, call it whatever you want to call it, but if we really are in this together, in this uphill battle to change America, then we're just in this together. Why are we creating trivial disconnect with people who want to promote change? What kind of That's not being cool. That's not doing anyone any good. And you're probably thinking that people, when they do that to me, they're probably thinking, I showed you, I told you what was going on. And, like it's something new and original, and, and they're like all knowing. And that's not, none of that's true. It's not new, it's not original. And they are not all knowing. They just want to, say things in the, like, even come back at me with like 2 sentences, but then that's it. It's like a big period at the end. It's like blah, 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 period. And that discussion that person does not want to discuss it anymore. And that's not having a discussion. I mean, that's just, kind of just throwing our judgment and our hate kind of on the table, and letting people know that even though we're for change, we can be really evil about it. So you got to be careful. People are for change, but they're for like a bad change. They're not in, for a healthy, growing family kind of change in America, like we are as Americanteers. Think about it. Think about it. It's not about what, brands or products or anything like that. What it comes down to is like family, right? I mean, we all want to protect our family. We want our family to have the best opportunities they can possibly have. And that's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like trying to take things from people, hurt, I don't want to hurt the rich. I don't want to hurt the poor. I don't want to hurt, and there are ways of doing it. And if we just join together, you will hear those ways and you'll understand it, and you'll engage more with that kind of direction of dialogue. So it takes that's, you might get a little uncomfortable in that middle ground, but once you get past that, it becomes easier and easier and easier to promote change or to be a part of it. Pretty soon it's no big deal. It's just that's what we do. We're about unifying, united Americans, solving problems, being, proactive again. I keep saying the same thing over and over and over again, but that's the truth. Those are true issues. These are true directions of solutions that we need to be going into to make it happen. We can't do it with hate. Can't do it with judgment. We can, that only separates, makes groups in America, divided, division. And if people are just promoting division and divided and say, we are, like all about this, period, then be careful. They're not being, real, that they talk like they're, being really like free thinkers by exercising some kind of free speech kind of thing, but does not mean that they are all free thinkers. We're just kind of following each other, just following along, doing what the other people are doing, stay in the in crowd, don't want to stand out. I say, yeah, stand out. Forget the in crowd. Do what's right in your heart. Do what's right in your mind, mentally. You know what's right and wrong. When you really stop and think about it, you'll know it. And that's a good time to correct yourself. That's a change. That's a time to change. And join us. Join me. Americanteers. Because you are not alone. We are not alone. We are in this together. Come on down. Alrighty. Well, have a magnificent day, everyone. Enjoy. Peace, love, and we'll talk later. Bye.